To talk to you real quick about what's going on in my life. I've been a Christian since I was born, really. I've always come to Emerald Coast Fellowship. I'm 16 years old. I go to Mosley High School. But throughout my life, I've always had trouble with how to witness to somebody. Some of us have trouble with that. I know I'm not the only one. Like how to talk to somebody without scaring them off, or without or to where like enough information that you can witness to them in the right way. But this summer at summer camp, God answered that question for me. This year we went to Shaco Springs for summer camp, and we had a blast. But I remember one specific night. It was towards the end of summer camp. I forget. Jordan, do you remember which night it was?
It was Thursday.
Okay.
Good job, Jordan. Memory skill.
It was the night that the Miami Heat were playing the San Antonio Spurs fourth game. But we were up in the hangout room after worship that night, and I remember Jordan looking over at me and saying, "Hey, will you come with me and help me find Doug?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" So we started walking around the campus, looking for Doug, and I'll never forget the conversation that we had. I can't remember it word for word, but the two sentences that I do remember perfectly are, I asked Jordan, I was like, "Jordan, if you were to die right now, where would you stand with God? Would you be going to heaven, or would you be going to hell?" Basically. You want to tell him what?
I told James when he asked me that question, I said, that's exactly what I'm going to talk to Doug about. And James told me that later that night that's when he kind of was like, wow, he's about to do it. He's about to get saved. And by the way, my name's Jordan Murray. I'm a sophomore at Mosley High School, and basically before that summer camp, I was stressed out a lot. I didn't really know who to go to for help. I mean, obviously my parents, but I did the whole church thing. I went to the rec every Wednesday night. I went to church on Sundays, and I knew of God, but I didn't know Him. Does that make sense? I knew of Him. And so when I went to church camp this past summer, there was a worship, I think, the Thursday, and he said something about a pause button, putting your walk with God on pause. And I was like, that's me. I'm on that pause button. I'm on that period where I'm not doing anything. I'm taking a break from my walk with God. But what I came to realize later that day was, how am I supposed to press the pause button if I never hit the play button in the first place? And so that's when, that night, when we were watching that basketball game, those thoughts were running through my head, and I was like, I need to do this now, because I don't know what's going to happen if I die right now. I'm probably not going to go to heaven if I die right now. So that's when I asked James, I said, will you come and find Doug with me? And that's when we started walking to find him. And then I sat down and talked with Doug for about 5 minutes. And then that's when I got saved. I decided to turn my life over to Jesus. And I walked out of the church that they had there, the chapel, and Doug told James, hey, there's number 4, because 3 people before me had already got saved, and I was the third one. And that's when both of us just lost it. All the emotions came out. We just started hugging each other, and that's when my life just got really good. So from that point on, I can now go to Jesus and talk to him about my problems and issues, and when I become stressed, I go to him, and I know that he's going to be with me through the whole way now, and he's not leaving my side. He never left my side. He was always with me, but I had to realize that he was with me, and that's basically it.